Hey, 49ers fans, let's dive into everything happening with our team right now because this weekend could be pivotal and there's so much to unpack. The big question on everyone's mind is Brock Purdy. He's been dealing with some injuries, but if he's ready, he might be the starter this Sunday. At the same time, you have him, Jones, performing at an exceptionally high level, which makes the decision a lot more nuanced. It's a classic football dilemma. Do you go with your seasoned quarterback who has the potential to lead the team to victory if healthy? Or do you play a little safer, letting your backup continue to excel and build confidence on the field? From what we're seeing, there's a real chance Brock could be ready, but the coaching staff might prefer to give him just a bit more time to ensure he's at full strength. Jones has proven he can handle the role, so the team isn't exactly in a bind if they choose to hold off. Watching him limited in practice today was interesting, but not shocking. Brock has a history of showing up on game day, even after minimal practice, and that pattern has repeated several times. The question now is more strategic than physical. Does the team need him in that starting role immediately, or is it better to keep him as an emergency option for now? Kyle Shanahan has shown over the years how thoughtfully he manages his players, especially someone like Christian McCaffrey. The approach is always to balance risk and reward, to ensure that the team is not just performing well this week, but also maintaining a sustainable approach for the entire season. Brock Purdy stepping in as an emergency quarterback could be exactly what the 49ers need. Someone ready to play if necessary, but allowing Jones to continue managing the offense if he's performing effectively. This kind of situation highlights the depth and flexibility of the team. It's not just about having a strong starting quarterback. It's about having a backup who can genuinely take over and execute at high level. That's a luxury few teams in the league can afford. And it's not only the quarterbacks who are making headlines. Injuries and rest days across the roster are creating some roster adjustments, from key offensive linemen to wide receivers recovering from minor setbacks. For example, players like Juwan Jennings haven't returned yet, while Kyle Juszczyk and Sir Neil are still in concussion protocol. The 49ers have had to make moves, placing Ben Bard on injured reserve and adding new players to the practice squad to maintain depth. These changes may seem minor, but each decision affects the team's flexibility on game day and ultimately the strategy Shanahan can deploy. Veteran players like Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, and Nick Bosa are also getting rest days, which is standard for seasoned athletes, but it further underscores the need to manage Brock's return carefully. There's a lot of speculation online about who should start, but the key is not to overreact to the chatter. Jones has proven he can handle the pressure, and Brock Purdy, when fully healthy, is unquestionably the superior quarterback. It's a balance between allowing the team to perform optimally now and protecting the long-term health and readiness of a critical player. This kind of management requires a clear understanding of each player's capabilities and the overall dynamics of the team, and the 49ers are showing they have that insight. Off the defensive side, Fred Warner is absolutely dominating. Named NFC Defensive Player of the Week, he's putting on a clinic with tackles, pass defenses, and game-changing plays. His impact extends beyond the stat sheet. He commands respect and leadership on the field. Watching him read offenses and make instinctual plays is a reminder of why he's considered among the elite linebackers in the league. His ability to cover for teammates and adjust on the fly not only elevates his own game, but also boosts the performance of those around him. Players like Winters are benefiting from Warner's leadership, showing improvement and confidence that ripple through the defense. The defensive core is younger and more dynamic than last year, which has been a direct result of smart drafting and development. Speaking of the draft, the 49ers' recent selections are beginning to show their value. The front six, which includes new draft picks and returning players, is shaping up to be one of the most impressive units in the league. Rookies like Mike Williams and Maris Eagle are already contributing at a high level, while others like Upton Stout are stepping into starting roles and holding their own. The consistency in drafting talent over multiple seasons is what gives the team an edge. When a franchise identifies and develops talent effectively year after year, it creates a foundation that can dominate both the present and the future. Even late-round selections like Connor KBUI are making immediate impacts, handling starting responsibilities and performing without allowing pressures, which is remarkable for a rookie stepping into the professional environment. Offensively, the 49ers are also developing a strong, multifaceted attack. Players like Ricky Pyra and Christian McCaffrey are not just performing. They're excelling in efficiency metrics, creating mismatches for opponents. McCaffrey, in particular, demonstrates an exceptional ability to run routes, a skill often overlooked for running backs, but critical in Shanahan's system. This precision and adaptability make him a constant threat, whether in the passing game or on designed runs. The offensive scheme becomes harder to predict for opponents because multiple players can deliver high-level production in diverse situations. The combination of talented rookies and established stars ensures that the 49ers remain unpredictable and dynamic on both sides of the ball. This setup puts them in a favorable position against upcoming opponents, including a strong Arizona Cardinals squad. The Cardinals have talent, but the 49ers' blend of experience, youth, and strategic flexibility gives them a measurable advantage. Defensive adjustments, offensive efficiency, and quarterback decisions all converge to create opportunities that can shift the momentum in crucial games. The way Brock Purdy's potential return influences defensive schemes, combined with Jones' current performance, adds layers of complexity that opponents must navigate. This unpredictability is precisely what gives the 49ers an edge. Every decision, from starting quarterbacks to draft development and veteran management, ties into a larger strategy. Shanahan and his staff are building a team that can adapt week to week, handling injuries, leveraging young talent, and keeping the offense versatile. The integration of rookies who are contributing meaningfully alongside veterans ensures the team is not just competitive, but also evolving with depth and resilience. It's exciting to watch, and it sets the stage for a season where every matchup will test the limits of preparation and execution. Christian McCaffrey continues to be an absolute cornerstone of this offense. Beyond his rushing capabilities, his route running and ability to find soft spots in coverage elevate the entire passing game. Kyle Shanahan calling him the best route-running running back in the league is not an exaggeration. McCaffrey understands timing, leverage, and how to create separation, and that allows the quarterbacks to operate with confidence, whether it's Purdy taking snaps or Jones handling the game. What's remarkable is how this level of skill in a running back forces defenses to account for multiple threats simultaneously. Linebackers have to respect his speed and agility in space. Safeties have to stay disciplined, and corners can't simply cheat toward the deeper receivers without risking explosive plays from McCaffrey. His presence on the field dictates defensive alignment and strategy, giving the 49ers opportunities to capitalize on mismatches. Ricky Pyra's development is another story worth highlighting. He has quietly emerged as one of the most efficient pass catchers on the team, consistently ranking in the top 10 for targets relative to expected points added per attempt. What's fascinating is that he's doing this despite not being the number one receiver, which theoretically should limit his involvement. His precision, ability to find gaps, and understanding of timing in the offense allow him to convert opportunities into meaningful yardage. Pairing him with McCaffrey in the passing game creates a dual threat that opponents cannot ignore. Add in the potential return of Brock Purdy, and the defense has to prepare for a quarterback capable of improvising and extending plays, meaning every second of decision-making on the other side becomes critical. The 49ers' young core continues to impress. Rookies like Connor KBUI, Mike Williams, and Marisiegel are stepping in and contributing at a level that exceeds expectations. Connor KBUI, a seventh-round pick, not only handled the majority of snaps at left guard, but did so without allowing pressures in a game where the line's cohesion is critical. These kinds of performances by rookies add layers to Shanahan's offensive game plan, as he can rotate players, experiment with different packages, and maintain efficiency without relying solely on veterans. Each success story from the draft reflects smart scouting and a deliberate approach to roster management, ensuring that the team can compete even when key players are resting or injured. Defensively, Fred Warner remains the linchpin of a unit that is evolving into one of the most formidable in the league. His instincts, speed, and ability to read offenses are unmatched, and his leadership elevates those around him. Winters and other younger players are benefiting from Warner's presence, gaining confidence, and performing at higher levels than they might in isolation. This intergenerational synergy is exactly what makes the 49ers defense adaptable and difficult to scheme against. When combined with a strong front six, the defensive line is not just stopping plays. It's setting the tone for how the entire game unfolds. Opposing quarterbacks, including Kyler Murray, have to process the pressure and the intelligence of the defense simultaneously, which can force mistakes or open up opportunities for turnovers. One of the most fascinating aspects of this matchup is the unpredictability the 49ers bring offensively. The combination of a potentially mobile quarterback, elite route running from McCaffrey, emerging rookies like Pyraw, and a solidified offensive line creates a scheme that is nearly impossible to fully anticipate. The Cardinals will have to prepare for multiple quarterbacks, each with distinct styles, while also accounting for a passing game that is spread across multiple high-efficiency targets. Even without George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk, the 49ers maintain a level of offensive depth that can challenge any defensive coordinator. Each snap becomes a chess move, and Shanahan has demonstrated repeatedly that he can manipulate defenses to exploit mismatches and create scoring opportunities. At the same time, the coaching staff is smartly managing the risks involved with players returning from injury. Brock Purdy's potential availability introduces a strategic advantage without unnecessarily exposing him to harm. This balance between player health and competitive advantage is something few teams execute, as well as San Francisco. The offensive system allows the team to adjust dynamically mid-game depending on performance, tempo, and opponent tendencies. That flexibility will be critical against a team like the Cardinals, who have shown resilience and creativity in both their passing and rushing attacks. McCaffrey's impact cannot be overstated, both in terms of yardage and as a decoy that opens up the field. Defenses have to respect his presence, whether he's running a route or taking a handoff, which naturally shifts attention and creates space for others. When you combine his skill set with young emerging talents who are already showing the ability to step in seamlessly, the 49ers' offense becomes much harder to predict, forcing defensive adjustments that can lead to explosive plays. The synergy between seasoned veterans and young talent is starting to crystallize into something special. This is not just a team playing in the moment. It's a team building a sustained, strategic advantage over opponents week after week. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid recently delivered high praise for the San Francisco 49ers, igniting a frenzy of speculation among fans and analysts alike. Known for his loyalty to his own roster and his careful navigation of the media, Reid's unexpected comments have sparked whispers of potential shifts in league dynamics and, perhaps, even hinted at intriguing possibilities for the future. During a recent interview, Reid didn't hold back, lauding the 49ers' strategic depth, coaching acumen, and the sheer talent across their roster. They're one of the most well-coached, disciplined teams in the league right now, Reid reportedly said. You see the way they execute, the way they respond under pressure. It's impressive. Any team would be lucky to have that kind of culture. The comment, delivered with Reid's trademark calm confidence, seemed innocuous on the surface, yet the NFL community quickly exploded online. Analysts began dissecting every nuance. Fans speculated about possible alliances or player movements, and social media lit up with memes, debates, and hot takes. For a coach who has built a dynasty in Kansas City, Reid's admiration for a conference rival is unusual enough to warrant attention. Some insiders suggest this could be a subtle signal of respect before a high-stakes matchup, while others whisper more sensational possibilities, including future coaching collaborations or even a long-shot team switch. The 49ers organization, meanwhile, has remained tight-lipped, adding fuel to the fire. Players and staff are reportedly both flattered and amused by the attention, acknowledging Reid's comments but avoiding any official narrative. The timing couldn't be more dramatic. With the playoffs approaching and both teams considered Super Bowl contenders, any hint of inter-team dynamics or off-the-field strategies becomes instant headline material. The rumor mills are already spinning with theories. Are Reid's remarks purely complimentary, or is there an underlying strategic message meant for opponents? Could this be part of a psychological game plan, subtly acknowledging a rival's strengths to mask his own team's next moves? Regardless of the truth, one thing is clear. Andy Reid has once again reminded the NFL why even a casual comment from him could dominate headlines. The league, fans, and media are now watching closely, waiting to see if this praise will remain a fleeting rumor or evolve into a storyline with real consequences. Until then, the burbling chatter continues, and the NFL's rumor ecosystem thrives on every carefully chosen word from one of football's most respected voices. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.